So let's move down into linear equations. This is a big one for us, and one of the first things that we always start with is boxing in any letters that need to be replaced with numbers. So a good rule of thumb is your ABCDs, your slopes. Be careful not to include the signs because those signs will remain there after we substitute. So especially here with point slope. So this y1 is what we would replace. The slope we would replace an x1. Not the sign though. The sign will have to get written down before you plug in your number. So here's our slope formula. So we have our y's being subtracted over our x's being subtracted. And we're going to talk about a good test strategy with this using your tools. So starting with standard form. Best thing you can do on standard form is get y by itself, especially if you're not used to working with it. So now that we're in test mode, you really want to go for any skill that you can rely on. Getting y by itself is definitely one of them. Same with point slope. If you see something in point slope, you can also get y by itself here. So this one, you would have to distribute and then add whatever this y is, and then you'd have it. With this one, you would subtract your x and then divide by whatever's on the y. For slope of a line, a good test strategy using your tools is just stat edit. So you'll hit stat edit, stat calc, and then line reg, because this is linear, and you are looking at whatever the a equals. That is your slope. So here's a really cool trick when you're dealing with zero and undefined slope. So let's say we have a line that looks like this, and we also have a different kind of line that looks like this. These are most commonly mixed up. So we have one that goes horizontal and one that goes up and down. Ms. Hartman has a really great trick for knowing which one is zero and which one is undefined. The one that you can make a z with, that is your zero slope. The one that you can make a u with is your undefined slope. So these are always mixed up, but I thought this was a really cool trick that Ms. Hartman has. So if you can make a z, zero slope, u, undefined.